You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature.
Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop. Excited to check out another Kracie Poppin cooking set. Now this one I've already done, but way back when they used to microwave them. That's why it says no bake, because you used to heat things up in the microwave, and it looks like, based on the last one I did and this one, that's a no longer. Probably just to simplify the process. So cute and so fun. Now looking at the 4 donuts in the middle there, let me zoom in. Look at that one in the top right there, that guy, the smiley face with the one turned green heart eyeball. That's what I'm going for. I at least want to try to get that. If that's in there, we will see. Do-it-yourself candy kit for kids. No bake, made in Japan. The top shows you everything that's inside the box. Lots of little cute little artwork there. Nutritional facts and information, just in case. And then other little stuff. And then instructions. And there's the QR translator. But, you know, I think the popularity here in the USA helped them make that decision to turn everything into English on the back. And that's why it's easy to read. In the olden days, I used to have to translate everything with my phone. I'd have to study the photos in great detail. So let's see. Let me get some water, some supplies, and we'll get this one out of the package. Well, here we go. I am ready to open the box. But the last time I did this, I opened the box from the side when there is clearly an open right here. So I will follow the instructions to opening the box. And now I'm inside my beautiful package. And there's some scissor marks, so I will have to do some cutting here. Let's see. Now, it doesn't tell me how to open this. Now, usually I just open here and then I cut, because you have to cut. It almost looks, yeah, it's going to be cut around and then... All right, so let's get that. Looks like we're doing this correctly. Okay, so we have packet number 1. It says cocoa dough powder. Packet number 2 says, I was going to say crusty. It's custard. Definitely not crusty. And then the strawberry sauce. Ooh, more packets. This is the chocolate sauce powder. So we have those 2, strawberry sauce, chocolate sauce, vanilla sauce, and then crumbs. Nothing wrong with some crumbs. Oh, here's the little thingies. And there are 2 little green hearts. And then we have the little pastry bag. Okay. And then my tool. And then the tray, which I need to cut up. But let's just investigate this a little bit more. Now I see the scissors. Now, does it say anywhere here, do not cut? No, let's see. Wash your hands, prepare a glass of water. I have water. Cut apart tray as pictured. And at some point it's going to say decorate. Decorate donuts however you like with vanilla sauce, strawberry sauce, chocolate sauce, sprinkles, and crumbs. Doesn't say anything about the actual bag. But let us follow. Let us follow along this journey together. Okay, so there's a line down here too. Alright, line down here. It looks like they're just cutting this open. Alright, so now we get this flat section. So, it looks like there's a little, like a tray here. So let us do this now while we are together. I've not been in a Matsuya for a long time. I used to go to one. That was my favorite place for finding new things. Maybe I'll take a journey out and check it out. I used to love doing all the different kinds of Japanese candies and snacks. This almost looks like a mixing platform. And then this looks like some decorating ideas. So if you want to make a little panda type or bear, you can. You can make this cool little connecting creation here. They're just showing you different ways to decorate and design. I'm cutting a little closer to the edge just to clean this up a little. Now you don't have to do this. Only if you want to. Now they may show this on the cover. Wait, look. No, they don't. You have this large picture, but you don't see. You see a doily. There's a white doily in the backdrop there. All right, so those two are cut. Now let's see. Cutting the tray. You need to get the little measure. Okay. Then these sections. This is your shaper. Your shaper. And then this is the mixing chambers. Mixing chambers. They're all cut up real nice. All right. Step one, the musical note. This is the musical note. So let's get my mixing mat in here, and we'll get started with this process. Look at the cute little measuring cup. We'll be right back. All right, so the last thing that needs to be put out here is this. There's a nice spot. Everything is laid out and ready to go. First one is this. Now they want you to fill the bottom tray section. It says fill the round depression in the music note. There's a tiny little music note in there. I don't know if you can see it there. You might be able to see it there. It's there, but it's there. Okay. And then mix, and then make into 2 balls and set aside. So fill the depression with water. So I decided to grab one of my, that's what I call those. It's easier just this. I call those the, there we go. So fill the, you know what I'm saying, area with water. It's one of the little, like that, okay? And then 1 packet. Let's just cut the whole top off from the yellow packet. Brown, mustardy. Okay, mix by pressing down with the back of the spoon until the powder gone. Missing a little is there, but okay. And then knead the dough. So they just want you to get this incorporated, we call that in the old baking world. Remember you used to microwave these, and a lot of times they didn't work. A lot of people did struggle with them if they didn't do the right water amount. Water amount is crucial. I did have a watcher on the last set ask me about the water amount. I wasn't 100% clear, but that little picture showed under the line, at the line, but I meant the edge. And then what happens is those little trays can bubble over. It's almost like you ever poured like a glass of liquid and there was it doesn't leak over. It like creates this little bubble over the top. That's too much liquid, and that's what you don't want on those sets. All right, so now that we got all the powder mixed in, now knead with your hands. All right, let's get this on my little mat. A little bit of powder on the bottom, but we can make this work. It's getting there. See how it just like changes to this perfect dough? Nice. I'll need it just a little bit. Okay, then divide it into 2 and make little circles. Then set off to the side. So let me grab this one here. This will be my set off to the side. Okay. Then it says repeat the steps. And I'm just going to give that a quick wipe out. I don't want to wait too long because it can dry and we don't want it to dry too much. Okay. All clean. Then you're going to form them, so we need to get to that. So let's get another one of these. All right. Here we go. Take just a little bit up. Even in this little tray, it went over the edge. Kind of like it bubbles over. All right, here, let me do this. Let me get you a little closer to the mixing part of this. Boy, the edge is really a pain having that lip on the edge. You probably can just cut that off. But it does give you something to, like a little handle to grab onto. Let's do it on this in case we spill. You know what it needs? It needs some better lighting. You can always constantly think about these things as you're working. That's better. Well, you try to anyway. A lot of times I forget. Can't tell you how many times my camera's been out of the scene, not looking at centered. Lighting's bad. Early on, I was struggling with one camera, and the lighting was just horrible. And you don't know until after the video, and you're editing. You're like, "Oh boy, that's terrible." Then people will comment on it, and you're like, "Yeah, I know." Let's do the same thing here. Even though there's a lot of powder there, I'm going to put it out here. It's just easier than their little, what you would call it, little tray. Okay, there we go. Now there's too much lighting. Nice extreme close-up of my fingers. There. I like that. Let's change our perspective so we're not looking too close to my hands. There we go. Better. All right. I'm going to need this little tray again, so let me knock. Clean that out, knock all the junk out of it. Okay, so that's going to be for one of the 3 colors later. Alright, so this is good. Separate it. Okay. Next is shaping. Now, I'm kind of curious. This one here. It looks like they made tiny little... It looks like they made their own design. There's only 2, 4, 6 there. This is 2, 4, 6, 8. So it looks like they made their own little design. I think I'm going to stick with this. Maybe I'll do half chocolate, half of the other one. We'll see. Let me come right back. I'm going to dust this off and get started shaping them. Okay, so basically I can make 4 donuts is what I remember correctly. So I would need to get this whole donut into here. Look at the bottom. Ooh, I didn't realize that was, or maybe I pushed it, I don't know. Look, indented. You just kind of just work it and shape it. It will eventually fill up. There is donut number 1. You will go there. Let's see if it just tips out. There we go. Okay. I have to do a half donut now, so let's do that. Half on one side of the tray. And half on the other side of the tray. There we go. I don't know if you noticed, but in the description area I put something up called a Ko-fi. Some people say coffee, K-O-F-I. It's a little support. It's like, buy that creator a Ko-fi. Just a little help. So if you see that down there, check it out. It's real easy to do. It's as simple as buying a coffee. Right? I think that's what they were going for with that name. Ooh, that's not the way we want it. We want you that way. Okay, there's number 2. It looks like I'm going to have to make this. Well, you know what? Let's just get this in this section and make one big like this. Well, let's see if I can be super creative. Looks good. Now here, it seems like the chocolate one is a little moister than the vanilla one. I say vanilla, but that was the custard. So it could just be that, yeah, the amount of water I put on the tray for the vanilla one was a little less than the amount of water. So it's really finicky. You can't put too much, but come on. Perfect. Okay, so let's do this. Let's sort this out. There's 2, 4, 6. So I need 5. Wait, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Let's do this. 3. Let's do 6. Let's just split it up. Oh, we're really going rogue here. Look at that. Okay. Ah, I did it. Let me give you a close-up before I buzz out of here and move on to the next steps. This one's a little disconnected here, but I'm going to leave it. Ooh, see how the camera changed color? There. It gets this weird, like, light blue. I got to come up here, re-white balance it, come back down. And as long as I zoom in with a little white, it should stay. So let me do that. Here, and do this. There, now it should be better. I'll leave it like that just for a second. All this camera stuff. All right, I'll be back. We'll start mixing the toppings. Okay, I'm going to prep my 2 toppings now. So this way I am ready to go and I don't have to wait too long. So they stick to my frostings. There we go. Let's just get this one in the little Barbie plate. I go to my collection of plates and I'm like, all right, I want 2 matching white plates. And this is what came up. This one says crumbs. Let's see what the crumbs look like. The crumb de la crumb. There. Okay, just for safety's sake, let's move those a little bit out of the way. Okay, now I have these reversed. They want the vanilla in the heart. Let's see, add powder from the blue packet to section heart. Add a full triangle cup of water and mix well. So add the powder, then the water. Okay, so this is vanilla sauce. To the left side. Okay, here's where it gets a little iffy with the water. So when you scoop this in, if you scoop it way in, it's going to bubble over the top. I don't know if you can see that. So they want it right at the edge. So it does take a little bit to get it right to the edge. Once you're right to the edge, then you have the right amount of water. It's that bubbling over the top then. What people run into is an issue. Then everything's too sticky or moist. That tiny bit of water, look, makes a nice vanilla sauce. Okay, I don't want to take too long. We don't want this to set up on me. Yes, you're going to have to use your fingers at some point. Okay. I like to just give it a quick wipe with the paper towel. Now the star section, add the red packet and a full triangle cup of water. Mix well. Now this one, it's got a pinkish hue. I'll try to show you after I pour it in. Ooh, there's still some stuck. Come on. Join the rest of your little powder friends. Here, I'll give you a nicer close up there. So again, be careful when you're doing this. You want to look at the edge and say, all right, am I right at the edge? Am I over the edge? Am I to the edge? Nice and pink. I can't even see it. Ooh, I got some contamination. There you go, see? Moving around, I contaminated. It's all right. It is finicky. What? Came out good. There we go. And maybe this way, it's easier. Okay. All right. Again, use the finger. Okay, those are done. Now, it says add powder from the black packet to section A. Add a full triangle. Now that is plenty of mixing room. Look at this one. Nice chocolatey powder. Okay, let's do this. Okay, triangle of water. That is too much. That is where you want it. Come on, every little morsel. All right, here we go. So that's the ability to mix. Much better. Okay, so now that goes in the piping bag. So they want you to fold it down. I'm not going to put it in anything right now. It's not enough to really worry about. Just get it towards the bottom and one corner. Right there. Fold the top back up and oh, that's after. Hold down the top of the squeezing bag and put the sauce in it. Well, they do call it sauce. I was like, is it sauce? Is it frosting? Okay. Well, I kind of put it near that corner, so got a little bit on the edge. Let us wipe that off. There we go. Got most of it in that corner. Twist. Okay. Gonna clean my fingers. Come back and start decorating. All right, so let's just do the vanilla round one first, like I wanted to do. Let me get some of the vanilla out. Okay. And then the two little green eyes. I'm going to grab those. You know, I think it'd be easier if I... Here, I'll tell you what, I got the tweezer off to the side. Let me tweeze the eyes on. Here's the eye. Okay. And the other eye. I'm going to do exactly like they have it, crooked like that. And then two little pink ones for the cheeks. They're so small, they're hard to even grab up. Actually, no, it's a little pink frosting. That's what I see. Just a tiny little nugget of frosting. One here. And a little nugget here. Okay, and then a little smiley. Now I'll take this. They want you to just cut the little tip off. Hope you got better scissors than I do. And then we will make a smiley face. There we go. Oh, so beautiful. All right, let me just do, I want to do I think a pink one with crumbs. Something about the crumbs. Curious about the crumbs. Okay, so this frosting, maybe because it lost some or spilled some on the top, is a little thicker. Let's cover up that defect. That's a good thing about frosting and baking. You can cover up your defects. Hide them. You know what I mean? Okay, restructuring it on my finger. There we go. That one looks good. Let us move it to the crumb department. And then I can crumb it and put it back. How's that? You go back to your little home. Let's save these crumbs. Okay. Which one next? Well, let's do the one right in front. I'm going to now go back to the white. Probably just use the rest of that. You definitely lose the shape when you put that much frosting on it. Oh, so good. Alright, you know what? I think I'm just going to do, this will be a nice contrast. I'll do like little swirls. Nice. And then I think we'll just sprinkle a couple little sprinkles. Okay, last but not least, as I carefully turn this to that position because I don't want to try anymore, I have some pink left, so let me grab it all. Actually, it's easier if I put it on the back of the little spoon. There. Finger had to get into that one. It's too close to the other one, so I'm kind of struggling to... There we go. Turn. Just turn it. Just turn it, Dave. Just turn it. Okay. And I'm going to just use the rest of this up on this side. The frosting is so thick it's hard for me to... I think it was just that little bit of water that spilled off to the side. I mean, I can get it to work. You just got to spend more time. There we go. Okay. Let's do crumbs on one side. I'm going to have to take these off here, so I'm just going to crumb this here, and then I'll clean this up. And maybe I'll bring in a... Well, I'll use this as my presentation, but I'm going to clean it up a little. There. And then sprinkles on this side. I missed. I want a heart right there. There. Okay, cleanup time. I'll tell you what, maybe I could just move these right here to this. Yeah, I like this. It's bigger. Oh, so risky doing this. Ah, there. Done with you. Okay, wash up, clean up, and eat up. I'll be right back. Okay, I just noticed there was this little design here, and then these I had switched, so I switched them back so that this design here matched this kind of donut, and then this design here matched that, the round, you know. So now I know what I have here, and that's what I ended up with. Pretty happy with it. I mean, you know, if you've known me for all these years, my decorating skills are what I would call adequate. I don't overachieve in the decorating part of things. My mouth is watering because I'm going to eat one of these, but here's what the representation was on the box. Now, to get all those little sprinkles and everything perfectly placed around here, it's either done graphically or someone with these long, skinny tweezers, and they perfected each one, and they had 100 kits to work with, or a whole bowl of the mix so that they can use as much frosting as they want, and then they, you know what I'm trying to say. All right, so let's just eat the smiley guy. That's it. Just give it a little bit, one of his eyeballs. Now you get the little crispy crunch of the sugar from the little heart. The dough itself, I guess it is custard or some kind of flavor like that. I'm not saying, oh yeah, that is custard. I really taste it. But then you get a lot of the frosting, the sugary frosting. I do want to try this one. So let's give that a bite. A chocolate one. I taste the chocolate more in that than I did the custard in that. All right, well, we've taken a bite of those two. We might as well take a bite of this one just to complete the whole bite look. Half and half. Remember that one? You really taste the strawberry sauce on that one. Okay, last taste. There. You ever had a donut box and someone like bites the donut or leaves half of it in there and you're wondering, they chew on that and put it back? All right. Overall, very happy. Very happy that it turned out. I didn't have any issues. I hope you understand the watering now. Just be careful. They wanted precise. Even I made a little issue there when when the pink went off the edge and a tiny bit went into the white, and then the pink became just a little bit stiffer. Hope you enjoyed the video. I had fun making it. I don't have any more of these sets, so that's why I think I need to take a ride over to the store and see what new sets they have. And thanks for watching, everybody. Later. If you're looking for the item you just saw in the video, click here. Watch more videos by clicking here. Don't forget to share on social media and give a thumbs up.
Hey, LPS-Dave.
What's up, Butch?
Make sure they don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, please click here to subscribe to Lucky Penny Shop. And always remember, when you see a lucky penny,
Pick it up.